What is up, realmers and pups, furries, fays, dragonkins, cryptids, mythical creatures, beings of consciousness, concepts of reality, gamers alike? How it be, what it do, and welcome back. So, more Bard, 8,528 is what I'm starting off with. I'm hoping to end this part off at 9,528. Anything past that is more than what's necessarily needed. So I'm hoping that it reaches that point. I'm not sure if it's going to, but you know, I've got a pretty good feeling I should be able to get there. 9,500. We'll just say 9,500 in general. So yeah, no, it's crunch time. It's game time. Time to jack this ish up. And you know, I think I'm doing pretty good with my gear, with my XP bonus. It's 330, let's say 40, 55, so that's 54%, right? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 4, 1, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 54% XP bonus is what I'm sitting at currently right now. Okay, so I do need to run a Mad Lab, and I need to run a Toxic Sewers, Puppet Masters Theater, or Bits of Demons. But the realm's at 99%, so... When is Expo a white? WTF? No, it hasn't always been a white. Yeah. Remember, the invincibility is bugged. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Alright, good stuff. I mean, I wouldn't get too comfortable sitting right on top of things anyways. Dr. Quark, why does that sound familiar? Alright, that's a Manor of the Immortals. I keep mixing up two for some reason. Thinking about Manor of the Immortals and Mad Lab. Maybe because they both start with the letter M. M! Oh. Alright, good stuff. I'm gonna start in this little square. Let's take that guy out. Okay. Alright, let's start heading over here. OG Shatters was hype, indeed. OG Shats was fun, absolutely, 100%. Okay, invincibility isn't a thing. Hopefully no one loses their character. Alright, cool beans. No one lost their character this time. Last few parts, everyone's been losing their character during the transfer from Realm to Oryx's Castle. It's been pretty upsetting for a lot of Realmers, I'm sure. Free O3s. Are we about to do an O3 run? Did that person just Nexus? Whoever was just getting ass blasted, did they just Nexus? a lot of people being nostalgic. You know, honestly, like, hot take here, but I think nostalgia is what's keeping the current Realm of the Mad God alive. People just looking back at the game when they actually enjoyed playing it. It's a little bit of a hot take, but you know, after playing for a few hundred hours and another few hundred on top of that, farming not even included in that. I mean, dude, I played for, I don't want to say 3,000 hours, but a pretty long time just to get this pet 100 for free without spending any money on it. Pets always did something though. Yeah, because I was playing around that time before pets were introduced, and then when they were introduced, it like changed the game as a whole. Like there was, unless I'm missing something here, but there was never a time where pets were just cosmetic. They were treated as cosmetic because it took $13,000 to max out the pet at the time with ambrosias. Because ambrosia was one of the few things you could actually buy with realm gold. So, yeah, I don't know what this Dr. Quark is talking about. You know, it's interesting. Maybe we just have different memories of the same thing. But yeah, no, I remember that. I mean, I was playing this game around, I want to say 2011, 2012, around that time. So you can go ahead and fact check me if you want, or like look into it. A little bit of homework. Yep, see? I said that like 2 parts ago. PVT pillows, rippin' blankets, and schmoobits. Rippin' schmoogle glorp. I remember when Oryx 2 was the final boss. I remember when you could just drop a UT item on the ground and someone could pick it up. I remember, now maybe I remember this differently because maybe I was gaslit into seeing it as something as it wasn't. But, you know, I did see items disappear from these things. But I remember shared white bags, shared loot. Blue bags, white bags. At least that's what I remember. That, or I was lied to by my friend who I was going to school with. And they were just like, hurry up, pick it up, trying to get me killed. So, I don't know, I could be wrong. Or could be preaching gaslit ideologies. Yep. Very nice catch, Trickster. Trickster's making some pretty nice catches here. Fgsfaf. He would understand that they're trying to slingshot the drag, you nerd. Why did you call him a nerd? I don't know, maybe because of this right here? Get glaped, nerd? Is this really about to be an 0-3 run? I'm not good enough for it. There's the helmet. Alright, cool. The people that went in the ocean trench are missing out. Alright. Nice. I saw someone say free 0-3s, so... I'm just making an assumption here. There was 45 Realmers. And there's only 26 people in here. I am concerned. If you're asking, this is an easy one, right? Then you should be careful. Rule of thumb in Realm of the Mad God. If you have to ask about a boss, then you should probably proceed with caution. Very nice, but I think I like the one I have on better. Oh, this is going to be interesting. What makes it more difficult at these points is that I'm not seeing like heavy damage be dished. So with the HP scaling, it just makes it more difficult in an aspect of like now it's more time consuming, and now you have to survive for longer because less people are dishing out damage. Alright. Acting like a freaking... Alright, let's be careful. I hope Fgsfaf makes it. I hope they make it through to Oryx 3. That would be really dope. Oh man. These enemies are... Alright, this is gonna be an interesting run. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying it's gonna be interesting, making an observation. It's what makes it fun! Why fight a boss for like 5 minutes when you can fight it for 13 minutes? Oh, God, here we go. Alright, we still got 25. Oh boy. Let's lock them. This Brutus battle is beneath me. Okay, 300,000 damage so far, not bad. Alright, you're right there. Jacking you up. We're going home in a peasant coffin. Alright, so they know this boss fight. Good. I'm coming back over here. Alright, cool. Let those go over there. Alright. A little too far for me. Yikes. Oh, dude, they're going. Yeah, they're going in. Wait, did we skip a phase? No, there's no way. Oh, okay, there we go. I was like, alright, down, up, right, down, right, down, right, up, down, up. Right here. There we go. Good stuff. They're typing a lot. Are they using a client? Or are they just really good at the game? If you wonder what I mean by like using a client, I mean, no, okay, they got armor broken. Well, it can't dodge AoE attacks. So that could mean anything. Alright, good stuff. Alright, 03 time. So they made it through there. Good. Alright, 03. They got the cloth. Pretty nice. Alright. I noticed that the first phase cosmic stuff falls down faster than the second phase. I mean, they're definitely hitting heavy damage. Alright, here he comes. He's dragging through the middle. So he knows. Alright, so I watched that. He's definitely experienced in the game or using a hack client because he's able to do dodges like that. It's one or the other. He's definitely not a typical light blue star. It's probably a Smurf account. I mean, he made it this far anyways. Because, yeah, people that drag through the middle like that usually are trying to weed out, quote-unquote, the noobs. And no, I'm not judging him based off of star. I'm judging him based off of action and including reasoning based behind, you know, the action behind what he's doing. Alright, 3.14. He's at pi right now. 3.1419276 something something something. Lightning never strikes the same place twice, yo. And also I'm saying he's probably using a hack client because look at the name. Fgsfaf. They just rolled their finger through the keyboard. So yeah, I don't know. Look at that. I'm not seeing them take any damage from that. And that was perfect. Look at that, see? They're pulling through the middle. But they are taking damage though. Unless it's from these, from the orbs. Because that's something you can't auto-dodge. I don't know. If they are using a client, maybe I should just leave it up to them to try to dish out that damage, especially with the lance. Fu Ming. Damn. Rip, Fu Ming, rip. Oh, not me. But if they're trolling, they'd be blasting. Uh-oh. No, okay. I'm out. Damn, started off in the wrong spot. That's on me. Alright, let's go back in. Let's go earn some fame. Oh my god, there's like no one here. It's always a pleasure to see them. I gotta explain myself. 1 second, roamers. Let's give them a difficult one. Samurai. It's really hard to get gear for the samurai. It's not like it's like impossible, the dungeons suck. It's just no, the drops of the, ooh, Abyss of Demons. Maybe I should do that. Nah, it's already gone. It's alright. Here, let's just get this fame. Appendix Kid, no way! Oh my god. Okay, I gotta message him. Dude, Appendix Kid is a legend. Alright, cool. Dude, these give hella nice stuff. Or nice amounts of fame. Whoops. Alright, come on, suckers. I'll respond to you in or should I? Should I try? Here, let's see. Let's wait for them to do their... Oh, someone just took that. Damn, they took that to the face. That's brutal. I say 4 days just to give myself extra time, but it'll most likely be 2. 2 days till I'm White Star. Maybe even no, I can't get too cocky and say a day. It'll take me like 2 days. Because I still got to get up a summoner and then, you know. Nice. Alright, who will make it there first? Because we got Atchriff up there. But I think we have the majority vote over here, so okay. Good. Start jacking this up. I think I'm already at like what, 16,000 fame on death, which isn't too much, but it's still a pretty decent amount for about 8,000. Nice. Alright, let's get up here. Let's start making our way over here. Or... Damn, never mind. Okay. Yes! Made it in. Cool. Oh, damn, they got one on their first bag, so now they're going divine only. Yikes. Yeah, that's spooky. There's another... Oh, it's a nun. Okay. Yeah. Always wishing them the best as, if I can. Alright, because yeah, I want a part of this XP. Alright, cool, I was right. It is this way. There we go, taking out the trash. Imagine they're like introducing a pet system to make the pets go from 100, 100, 100 to 200, 200, 200. As the great Yoda once said, there is no try, only do. Nice, got here just in time. I will gladly take that experience. Alright, now it's... what else I need to do? Puppet Masters, Toxic Sewers. Puppet Masters Theater, okay, or Toxic Sewers. It's always best to try to get the quest done at the beginning of the season, because then most roamers are only doing one of them below. Already did that, so alright, we're gonna ignore that. Puppet Master's Theater, Toxic Sewer. Are you kidding me? Damn. Fucking ripping Pampero. Damn. Ripping diapers. Alright. Let's try to buff these roamers up a little bit. Didn't Bard used to also give damaging? Or am I just tripping here? Am I tripping on a tier 6 loot? Oh, there was Cythulu. Damn, look at that. There's that divine. Damn. Doing a divine UPE. Untiered player experience. Nonetheless. Do you have any idea how difficult that's going to be for them? How time consuming that's going to be? A divine enchantment is a 0.03% on its own. On its own. And then that's not including the white bags that you gotta get to drop. It's awful. Nah, but more power to them. Ancient Runes. Do I have to do Ancient Runes? No. I don't gotta do Ancient Runes. Okay, good. Yeah, that's just insane. I could, nor would I ever do that. So yeah, more power to him. I hope you do it, Cythulu. I believe in you, Cythulu. Yes, yes. Ah, damn, that's right. I don't need that anymore. Toxic Sewers, Puppet Master's Encore. Damn. Manor of the Immortals? No. I literally just said it too. Let's look for a toxic. Ooh. Okay. Damn. Let's call this out. Okay, they're calling. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to just assume that enemies are going to shoot me one more time just to be safe. Because I really don't feel like getting ass blasted in the toxic sewers. Dude, they're already over there? Oh, you know what? They probably went this way. So, let's try going this way. Unless they rush the whole thing. Was that the direction? No? This music's so nice. Oh no, that was the right. Okay. Alright, there they go. Alright, let's get those hits in. Let's complete this quest and then move on to the next one. There we go. I got you back. Does squirrels not have a divine pet? Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. Alright. GG's. Moving on. Come on over here. Just in time. Whoa! How was I able to attack like immediately? Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna reach you from over here. I feel like Bard would be really good with dexterity. Cogbolt steam engine? Okay. Alright, what's the next quest I gotta do? Parasite Chambers, Davy Jones, Crawling Depths. Parasite Chambers, Davy Jones, Crawling Depths. Who's it? Oh, hell no. Yucky. Yucky, yucky, yucky. Absolutely disgusting. Alright, come on, let's take out the enemies. Alright, it's still going around. Steam train's still going around. Yeah, let's teleport to the steam train. This is gonna go down first. I'm already calling it. Damn. That was in Carboniferous Forest, by the way. Ancient Kaiju. Onyx plays. Is that like Oni plays, but Onyx plays? That's wild. They're killed level 1, dude. Damn. Rippin' Corey. Oh, damn. They both died literally at the same time. That's interesting. They got their second one. Look at that. They have another divine. Oh, is it just divines? It's not like UPE divine? Interesting. Critter Brood. Alright, I think there's going to be an encounter up here. Did I complete the encounters thing? Because I was like 2 out of 4. Did I get credit for that? No. Damn. Alright, let's call the Legion. Let's call in some backup. Get some cavalry over here. Alright, let's jack this freaking gingerbread man up. Let's make him extra crispy. Bring out the 9s. Bring out the 12 gauges. Set the furnace from bake to char. That's a Star Trek joke. If you don't watch Star Trek, then I'm sorry. You're kind of left out of the joke here. Alright, we got a good amount of roamers here. Oh, toxic sewers, I just did that. I think I actually just completed that quest too, so. Troops, aggressive formation. Alright, cool. Looks like this gingerbread man's biting off more than he can chew. Alright. You know what? The thing that matters most about this is his health is dropping. And I missed all those shots. Oh, never mind, never mind. Okay. Okay, alright. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh man, we're gonna miss that. Nice. Why did I teleport down here? Oh, that's annoying. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, no, my aim. I gotta aim. Oh, Jesus. Alright, if we can kill this before one of the behemoths, I'll be really happy. Oh my god, it's hiding right behind a tree. Come on, dude. Alright, back to the behemoths. Good, good. Yes. Alright, time to start hitting that one. It's really low. Time to start counter-rotating. Good. No one is attacking these minions. Alright, good, good, good. Nice. Alright, let's go take out the Goblin Patriarchy. Might as well take out all these minions too. Because a lot of people are like, you know, they're just the minions. They're not, you know, the minions from the other places that are much more difficult. But the experience stacks. I don't know how many times I have to say it. But the experience that these enemies give, it stacks. Now, if I was running through, let's say, like, the plains or the forest, then, okay, I get it. But, you know, these enemies, it does stack. Alright, you need to go down. You need to go down. You need to go down. Swarm of maddening spirits. Ah, spirit shrine. Okay. A dungeon I will never touch ever again. All right. See, now this biome, it is totally manageable. All right, 97%. I need to be careful. Yeah, I'll just take the snowballs. I'll just take the snowballs to the face. No big deal. Not like I haven't had snowballs thrown at my face before. Nice. Ow. Yeah, yikes. What was that? Okay, Maze Minotaur. I don't know. Damn, GM Lion. For some reason, that reminds me of Snoop Lion. When Snoop Dogg tried to change his name to Snoop Lion. Okay, come on, roamers. Alright, yeah. We missed the Minotaur. That's okay, though. Alright, cool. Another chance at 03. I don't know why I haven't been completing 03. Not really too sure. It's kind of strange. They need to update the experience these things give, because 85 XP per these little guys is kind of bullshit. That's ass. That's like, take a breathe in, everyone breathe in. There you go. That's your prize. But I just breathed. Yeah, but that's the gift that we give you. Yeah, but I'm the one who had to breathe. Well, you're sharing the same space with us, aren't you? So we are giving our air to you. I don't think that's how air works. Who said that? Who said that? Open, raise your hand. Oh, you said that? You said that? Okay. Security, kick them out. Yeah, kick them out. And, what's your name? Before you get kicked out, what's your name? Timothy? Okay, Timothy what? What's your social security number, Timothy? Say it into the microphone, please. Alright, don't trust the invincibility. That was spooky. Literally got saved by the bell. Winter's calm. Ah, okay. Close room twice. I hope it's 03. Oh. They got a third divine item now. You and me both, Muffin Man. Alright. Try to buff up the squad. There we go. really powerful. Using my ability sparingly here because of quiet. Just gonna assume I'm not regenerating any mana. Nice. Oh, they got the battle pass, didn't they? Unless they already had it. Oh, this is pretty satisfactory damage, not gonna lie. Oh yeah. Janice, baby! I wonder how I'm doing on time. I wish I had like a little widget or something that told me like how long I've been recording for. Alright, let's make sure to keep everyone all nice and... I'm dying. Help me. Alright, let's see here. 51 minutes? Okay, so this will be the last thing I do for this part. So, it'll be just under 1,000 fame that I've earned, which is a little unfortunate. Because I think the last part I earned 1,000, like 200, 1,300, something like that. But then again, it was like realm boss after realm boss after realm boss, which is really good. I think they should lower the requirements for a realm boss to spawn. I mean, I know it's not going to happen, but, you know, it would be pretty cool. Oh, there's Skrills again. Sunderer. Alright, cool. I was heading the right way. I was like, I don't think I'm going the right way. Mainly watching out for the shots that Oryx is shooting. The little guys are meh. Dang, I have a cut on the right side of my lower lip. And I'm trying not to lick it, but it's... Because if you have like a cut or something on your... Oh! Samaki Fox! No! Damn. That's a shame. Rip. Ripping cushioned clouds filled with heating pads. that aren't too hot. They're just right. Whoops. Accidentally muted my mic. Oh well. I was all doing a bunch of commentary. No, but no, this boss fight is a little spooky. It can go one of two ways. People will either take out the they'll either take out the orbs that are going to be popping up, or they won't. Usually they do, but there's times where they won't, and it gets a little sussy. Alright, here we go. Archbishop Luke Oryx. It's like Oryx, but it's not. Damn, another one. Whoa, so many people dying. All right. Damn. Tavarissera, ripping, ripping viscera, potatoes, ripping the sack of potatoes, king cupcake, ripping frosting, Shear Slayer, ripping metal, and there's one more. Lucas Max, ripping Lucasfilms. Oh. Yeah, I do not want to activate that. Okay, so my goal is to stay away from the yellow side. Damn, we are just chunking this health. Not me. Oh. Okay. Here come the orbs. Nope, not risking that dodge. That was a very important dodge. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Let me defend myself here really quick. So, I am so done with this game. I am also so close being done with this game. So, if there is a possibility of me losing my progress, I'm going to Nexus. There's a lot of people out there. You could have just did this. You could have just done that. I know. I am very aware of all the possibilities I could have done. The actions I could have taken. The health potions I could have used. I'm aware that these only heal for 100, and I did not swap over my greater health potions, let alone my coral juices. I had these in this slot. I am aware. I am aware that I could have just stopped moving and dodged that and continued to run forward. However, that is not what I did. And, yeah, it's unfortunate. It sucks. But, You know, sometimes you just have to know when to fold them. And I am sure as heck folding them the moment it even comes across the table to fold them. And yeah, I am protecting this character along with my 2 future classes, Summoner and Kensei's livelihood, with a impenetrable steel blanket. Oh, this one was already. Okay. Oh, so they're bringing these back? Oh, they're bringing the engravings back. 5,000. 4,005. And I freaking knew it. I knew they were going to make this event a feed power event. That's Mystic. Alright. Of course. Mystery die. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, I will reiterate that, yes, I know there's a whole bunch of stuff I could have done, but I'm at 9,553. I earned 1,000 fame this part. There's no need for me to complete orcs. There's nothing orcs can drop that will benefit me, aside from maybe the tier 7 loot. But maybe a tier 14 bow if it has a slot, which is uncommon. But even then, I like what I'm using. So it doesn't really harm me too much. Might have earned an additional, what, like 40 fame, 60 fame off of 03. Making this 9,610 roughly. So yeah, I'm not too bothered by it. I'm sorry if you are, but look how close I am. I just understand this. Okay. Now mind you, one, two, three, 4 classes in a row without dying. Then I died on Assassin. I made the Assassin. And then I was able to go 1, 2, 3, 4 again. And then I died on Trickster. I sat on a bunch of grapes. It was freaking stupid, but I sat on a bunch of grapes and I died almost instantly because I wasn't paying attention to where I was standing. So then, here we are, 1, 2, 3, 4 classes without dying yet again. I'm trying to break that streak so I can have 5, 6, 7 in a row without dying. And if you look at the stars left that I have to earn, I'm right there. That's 11. That's 11 stars. 5, 10, 11. So you may not feel the sense of urgency that consumes my very being to Nexus at any time I am questioning it, even to the slightest, or even unsure of the outcome of a situation I'm in. But I feel it because I have to do this. This is how close I am to finally being able to do other series, to play other games. I'm getting to a point in this series where this has become so ingrained in my day-to-day life that when I go to sleep, I have multiple dreams while I sleep. And one of those dreams, sometimes multiple of them, have something to do with this godforsaken game. I'm going crazy. Not literally, but, I'm at a point to where when I record, I get up and I go sit outside and I breathe. And I'm like, I'm right there. And I have to hype myself up to come back, sit down, and record another session. So if we think about it, technically 9,553, 10,553, 11.5, 12.5, 13.5, 14.5. That's 5 parts right there left for the bard, if you think about it. But I could be skipping 03 runs in general. I could just run through Oryx's Castle, and then I can Nexus, and then go straight back into another realm to earn more fame, to reduce the amount of parts needed. But still, that's 5 more hours minimum, bare mins, for this class alone. So that's 5 hours. You can just say 15 hours. 15 hours. So that's 35 hours left. That's like 5 hours less than someone goes to work in a week that I'm about to crunch down in the next 2 days. Because that's how done with this series I am. And honestly, I was approached and someone did ask. Someone really did ask. Subserver asked me if I was thinking about doing a 720 series. The answer to that is no, and it's for one reason and one reason only. The company that has control over this game and its IP and its copyright, all that stuff, Deca Games, through my experience of doing this entire series, they do not deserve any more of my time than what I'm doing for my goal, for my series. But in replacement to not doing the 720 series, I will make a compromise and I will make a few skits. It might be like 20 skits or so, like 20 videos, maybe. But after that, I'm going to make a tutorial, or before that, or as soon as I'm done getting a white star, I'm going to make a tutorial called How Anyone Can Get a White Star. And then I'm probably going to make one more video on Deca, upload the skits, and I'm going to delete this game off of my hard drive and never touch it again. So it's not that I don't like the player base, because I really do. I know I talk a lot of crap about hack clients, about white stars, but I do have friends that use hack clients that are really cool, that don't gloat They don't put other people down. They aren't negative affluences to their environment. And the same thing with white stars. That's why in my Anyone Can White Star update number 12, the final one, that's kind of what I was hinting at towards my friends. If I talk to you, if I respond to your messages, you're good. You do not have to worry. That's what I meant. Because I'm not trying to like out realmers. You know what I mean? It's not my nature. So I'm keeping it generalized here. But yes, I do have friends that use hat clients. I do have friends who are white stars. And those are some of the coolest people that I've met. And I still talk to this day. I've I've been offered 16 Ring of Decades by another friend of mine. 16 Ring of Decades, and I declined. And I had to explain to them that I am going about the series in a just, honest way, and I do not want to tarnish the progress that I made up to that point, because I believe at that point I was still maxing out my second legendary pet, which at that point, 16 Ring of Decades, that's enough to get my pet from that point to max 90, 90, 90, and then fuse with my already 90, 90, 90, and then get a divine, and then feed all the remainder of the items I had there and whatnot to get my pet to at least, I want to say 96, 94, 92. So, but that's the thing is, this series is directed at a certain group of people, and there just so happens to be other positive individuals who are part of that group, but they aren't a part of it, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that's kind of the explanation behind that. That's the explanation behind the series, and with that all being said and done, thank you all so much for your support in this series. I really do appreciate it. Go drink some water. If you smoke cigarettes, quit smoking cigarettes. You deserve to live longer. Speaking of, take care of yourselves in a healthy and responsible way that does not harm yourself or others, so that way you may game yet another day. Alrighty, rummers and puts and furries and fays and dragonkins and cryptids and mythical creatures, beings of consciousness, concepts of reality, and gamers alike. I will see you all in the next part, during the next part, at the time of which I record the next part, in the event of which is the next part. So, until the next part, I will see you then and there at the next part. Alrighty, bye-bye for now, and until then, see you there. Peace out. See you later. Alligator.